here in 2000. We actually relocated from Arizona 7 years before that and lived in Fitchburg, but we are part of the Verona School District. We love the school district, love the area. So in 2000, we built a home in Verona and moved out here. We opened our business in 2008, and basically what we do is shipping, packaging, anything at all to do with shipping, and the other half is printing, anything to do with printing, from regular copies to large signs to business cards to brochures, and etc.
And what prompted you to go into this particular business? I know there's always been kind of a clamor in Verona for this kind of business. Did that spur you on?
You bet, Carl. What we noticed was, living in Verona, a lot of the services we do, there was just nowhere to do it. There was nowhere to take care of FedEx, there was nowhere to take care of UPS. And the printing side, just to run in and make 5 color copies or to order your business cards or whatever. And compared to the big box stores, of course, where we're different is we can turn it much faster. We can be more flexible for the customers. So we saw the need, and that's why we decided to go in this direction.
And how long have you been open at this location?
We opened in September of 2008, so we just hit 4 years.
Great. And what has been the greatest challenge to opening a new business in Verona that you've faced so far?
Probably our greatest challenge is something unique. Right off the bat, we did well. We were fortunate enough with this franchise group to be Rookie of the Year our first year. The second year, we were Franchisee of the Year. So we've done well. But our unique experience in trying to explain to people and get the message out is the variety of services we offer. We do so many different things, and the word postal connection sounds like shipping, but needless to say, there's many other things we do other than shipping.
Okay. Well, why don't you elaborate on those a little bit more? You've talked about printing and that sort of thing. Tell us a little bit more about the different types of shipping, the different types of printing, and how varied they are.
You bet. When it comes to shipping, we handle Postal Service, FedEx, and UPS, which is unique. Nobody really handles all three, but since we're an independent, we can do that. We can handle any kind of shipping, from the slower ground service to the express services. And the other thing we do that's unique is we offer a complete line of packaging. So you can just bring your items in. We're professional packagers. We've got all the boxes and all the supplies such as that. So that's a great asset to be able to offer. And when it comes to printing, that's a whole other story, because printing is such a big category. Whether it be self-serve, you want to come in and make some copies, or you can send them to us and we'll be glad to do it for you. Goes up to commercial printing, such as business cards and brochures and large vinyl signs. So it's a wide variety of anything to do with printing, and then the things that come off of printing, like laminating and binding. We also do all those services.
Now, is there one service you provide that you find that's probably most popular? Any more than the others?
Printing. Color copies, black and white copies. Which copies and printing to me means the same thing, but that's where our growth is, and that's where we seem to be having our most success in being able to help the community.
We've touched on this a little bit already, but if there was one point you could emphasize that you would like to tell the folks of Verona about your business, what would it be?
Once again, like I mentioned a second ago, we offer such a variety of services. And the name is Postal Connections. With the word postal in it, it drives people straight to thinking of shipping, but we do so much more other than shipping. And the one thing I would like to let people know as much as possible is we carry a complete line of ink and toner cartridges for your printers.
And you also carry quite a bit of office supplies here as well, envelopes, everything, highlighters and scissors, those kinds of things as well.
Yes, we do. It's not as large a category maybe as some of the other places. We're very flexible. We listen to what the customers say. We have a large variety of packaging things such as bubble envelopes and tape, as well as the regular office supplies such as binders and Post-it notes and tapes, as well as a nice supply of greeting cards. And the one other thing we do real well with is selling copy paper. So we've got paper for any kind of machine you need.
Okay. Now, with all the people in and out, including some that have come in during this interview, what unusual types of customer service stories do you have? Does anything stick out in your mind, something where you've been able to go above and beyond for people and get their problems taken care of?
You bet. The thing we find rather unique, and of course I'm a procrastinator, so I'm not making fun of anybody, is the speed that some things need to be done on. Just last week we did a printing job for the Heritage Foundation down at UW. And the reason we got the job is they were looking around and they talked to people in Madison and nobody could turn the job in a day and a half. And like a big chain store, if we need to, we'll stay here 4 hours after opening to get the job done. So the most unique thing probably is just the quick turnaround that some things need to be done, and we're able to facilitate that.
And I imagine people come here to ship things all over the world, not just all over the country.
You bet. International shipping we do more of than I ever would have dreamed of, and that's a unique experience because there are so many restrictions going into many countries. So we handle each one of those differently, and we actually call if there's anything questionable before the customer leaves the store. We can call UPS, FedEx, or the Postal Service to make sure there's no special regulations or limits on what that customer is trying to ship internationally.
And you and I have discussed this personally in the past, but I know one group of clientele you've had experience with is folks from Epic who come in to get things shipped home or shipped here. Can you elaborate on that a little bit for me?
You bet. You look at Epic, I'm not sure if I'm correct, but I think there are approximately 6,000 employees and growing by the day. And these people are hired from all over the United States as well as some internationally from what I understand. So we have a unique capability to work with them is come Mother's Day, Father's Day, someone's birthday, or upcoming Christmas season, they're shipping stuff home because they didn't come from this area. And to say it's created a large amount of traffic, and the beauty of that is the Epic people are so kind to let other people there know, because many times we have someone walk in and they explain to us, "Hi, I work at Epic, someone else told me this," and it's great because the traffic it creates and the shipping capability we have is just a natural fit.
And that actually brings up another kind of reminder for us. The Christmas season is coming up very soon.
You bet.
And you guys ship all over the country, of course. What kind of advice do you have for the procrastinator like me who will bring in his package to ship to my mom's house at the last minute? What do you need to do to bring a package like that in? Anything special that makes it just go more efficiently?
Well, you can bring it in the box all ready to go, or you can bring it in and we'll be glad to package it for you. But the greatest thing is thinking ahead. Now this year Christmas is on a Tuesday, so with the shippers, UPS and FedEx, the last day they will pick up ground packages is on Friday. So you can always get it out later, but then you have to express it. And needless to say, express is not as cost effective. So what I would suggest to people, as well as getting in and out of here faster because we will be that busy, is the sooner you can get your packages in and out, it helps everybody, including you, that you have the peace of mind to know your package got there on time.
Well, Dan, why don't you tell us where you're located and your store hours so that if people want to come in and do some shipping or get some office supplies from you, they know when and where to be.
Sure. We're at 200 East Verona Avenue. One thing I like to explain to people, we're in the same building as Clinky Cleaners, or we're just one block from the main intersection where Walgreens and Mobile are. Our store hours are 8 to 7, Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6 on Friday, and 9 to 3 on Saturday. We will be open 1 or 2 Sundays right before Christmas to help with the shipping, but normally we are closed on Sundays.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dan, for your time, and we're wishing you more success as you continue to build your business in the future.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Carl.
You bet. Welcome back to this episode of Chatting with the Chamber. I'm Carl Curtis from the Verona Chamber of Commerce, and we're